got it fixed, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be your host, DJ, today. Janito Portel, Tim Barr, Todd Kirkwood, Derek Skinner, Caden Phillips, Nick Freeman, Steve Vero, Jamie Beasley, Frederick James, and Biggie Paul. What's up, boys? We're back, man.
How do you know there's no girls on here?
There's never no girls. Super Aaron's in the house. So, yo. If you guys did not hear me from the earlier, hold on. Let me turn this radio down. We had a little bit of a foobar. Everybody knows what that means. Foobar is effed up beyond recognition. Well, the good thing about it is I got Keith. So we've got sound.
Well, now they can't see us.
Now you can see Wendy Hoo-Hoo, Lou-Hoo, and we can see Keith West in just a minute. So this is going to be good, man. We got everything fixed. We're good to go. Let me just double check over here before we get Keith in the house. We got his phone all fixed. Okay, cool. Vasaya RC Drag Racing, thank you for coming back over on YouTube. I appreciate it. But we are back. I got it fixed, man. Super Aaron's in the house. What's up, Super? Hey, Super, I do have some news for you. About 7 to 10 more days, dude, you will be getting your Apollo chassis. So that'll be pretty cool, man. I'm excited for Mr. Aaron. He won that in the Toys for Tots. So that was cool. So listen, today starts our chassis week. I'm doing chassis week all week, and basically what I'm doing is I'm bringing in all the guys.
Turn that off?
I can turn it off. Sorry, I'm bringing in all the guys that build chassis, make chassis, that are part of the chassis manufacturers. And today we are starting with my buddy, Mr. Keith West. So Keith is going to be joining us in just a second. He launched a new chassis about a week and a half ago, and man, did he knock it out of the park. I unfortunately have not been able to watch all of his lives the past couple Sundays. Sundays have been kind of crazy for me. But what's up, E. Timone, my boy? But we do have Keith West on the line. Actually, we've got him all hooked up and dialed in. Well, he was there. Now he's gone. So that's what we're doing today. So we had a little bit of a mess up with our you're welcome, Supa. We had a little bit of a mess up with my headphones or our sound, but we got it fixed. And the drone guy is out the door. I would like to say hi to Roger. Roger just bought a drone from me, and I said, hey, man, I'll give you a shout out on the radio. He's like,
we're on the radio?
Well, whatever. But the cool thing is...
what was his name?
His name was right there.
I was going to say.
There. Rogelio Hernandez. There he is right there,
Somebody
man.
Somebody just said thanks for the drone.
Thank you for buying a drone from me, man. He's going to go home and run his FPV drone. So listen, I got Keith West coming up now, and we're going to hang with Mr. West for a second. Let him get all dialed in. What's up, Keith?
What's going on, Billy?
Hey, brother, I'm here, man. It's Monday. It's a beautiful day. And the weather here in Arizona is actually not
quite nice today.
It's not too bad today.
I have a short sleeve shirt on.
Yeah. So how about you, man? What's the weather like in Oklahoma?
It's really cold. I think it's about 39 today.
Oof.
40 maybe.
Oof.
Is that snow weather? Do you have snow?
No. Saturday night it was spitting just a little bit of snow, but I mean the ground wasn't cold enough to stick, so
yeah,
it didn't amount to much. Now up in northern Oklahoma they got some.
They got some snow in northern Oklahoma?
Oh yeah.
They just had a really bad storm go through. It's called Irma.
Irma.
What was the name of the storm that just went through? There was a storm that just went through.
Idea.
Yeah, it has a name. I'll find it.
Cold.
Yeah.
Let's start naming storms.
Cold.
Well, yeah. Cold?
Cold, yeah, it's called cold. Okay, so let's get everybody up to speed, man. How was your Christmas and your New Year's?
Well, we, the family was down through Thanksgiving with COVID, and
Yes.
we got recuperated from that. And
Thank goodness.
Awesome.
Yeah, finally. So we finally got to go visit some family for Christmas. We went to Arkansas to my wife's family, and then we had family with my mom and all my brothers and sisters, and then my kids came here to the house, and we had Christmas with them.
Awesome, man. So it sounds like it was pretty. Yeah, it was good though, right?
Yeah.
It was
good. We had some good visits.
How was the family, man? Everything good?
Everybody's good.
Okay,
Everybody's good.
good. Us too, man. We are.
Ours wasn't so great.
No, my daughter had COVID, man.
She got COVID a couple days
Oh,
before
no.
Christmas, and this
Yeah,
was
right before Christmas, huh? We didn't
Yeah.
get to see her because she was going to hang out with us on Christmas Day, man. I didn't even get to see my daughter. I haven't
Well-
FaceTime this much in my life.
she at least 3 times a day.
3 times a day,
3
my
times
kid.
a day at least.
It's all good though, man.
You know,
That means she
I've-
still needs
I've
us.
I've never been one to be scared of it. You know, I mean, if you're going to get it, you're going to get it. But once we got it, it's pretty rough. I
Yeah.
mean, it had us down for a total of 3 weeks.
Oh, no kidding. That long, huh?
Yeah, it had me and my wife and my son all at the same time.
Oh, I didn't know that. I knew that you were down. But your wife was down too, huh?
Yeah. She
Oh,
come
shit.
down with it about 4 days after me and my son. And,
Did not know that.
So it was pretty rough. This week I feel like I'm kind of getting back to my old self. You know, it runs you down and keeps you where you want to take a nap about 2:00 in the afternoon. It's time to take a nap.
It's
For a
time
while.
to take a nap. Yeah.
a while,
You know what's funny
I
is
was like that for a while.
I'm gonna just kind of wrap this up, and then we'll get straight to chassis week. We were watching football last night, and I don't remember who he was. There was a quarterback from one of the teams that got COVID, and Wendy goes, "We know how we felt when we come out of COVID, brother. You couldn't even hardly. I don't mean walk, but you were winded really quick."
Yeah.
She's like, I don't know how these guys are doing it.
Yeah, coming out of COVID and playing football.
So
Yeah,
anyway.
it was tough.
Oh man, I'm reading the comments right now.
lot of people
Nick
got sick.
Freeman got COVID,
Yeah.
man. Still haven't been.
Biggie Paul.
Nick, get better. Biggie Paul too.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it is not a fun thing. I
Oh.
mean,
I did not know this.
I had it a heck of a lot worse than Bill did. Bill couldn't
Yeah.
smell and couldn't eat or couldn't taste, but it 14 days I had a fever over 100.
yeah, that's
Was not
crazy.
fun.
No, not
No.
fun. It
So our
really.
thoughts and prayers are out for everybody who's got it because
Yeah.
just take care of yourself, do what you got to do, sleep because sleep lets your body heal.
Yeah, it really hit her hard. Okay, man, let's get everybody up to speed. So this week, so I started something new. I've been putting it in the works for a couple weeks, and part of the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing is because it's 2022. It's we've gotten through 2021. Now it's 2022, and a lot of guys are starting to think about the future, about RC drag racing, what they're going to do. And so I thought it'd be a good thing to bring on these chassis guys that build them, guys that race for builders, that type of thing. And so that's what we're doing. I'm getting the new guys ready for the year. I'm letting you learn about all the different chassis out there, what they have to offer, what you can get for the price, that type of thing. So that was the reasoning for Chassis Week. I'm going to continue this. I got my balls busted pretty hard last night by Jay Joseph and another gentleman. I'm like, guys, I only have so much time in the day, man. I think they were, Keith, I think Jay and the other guy thought I was doing winners or something, because if you read their comment, I'm like, guys, whoa, slow down, man. I'm not done with this chassis thing. So let's get the 5 down this week, and then we'll do some more next week. So anyway, I'd like to introduce you to Keith West. He is the owner of BMF Custom RC. You guys know who he is. He drives around the Dragon Wagon, beautiful truck, great guy. He's here to talk about his new chassis. It's called the Knuckle Sandwich. Okay, so can we start by
Why the name?
the name?
Sammich?
Yes.
Well, you ever heard people say, "You better cut that out, or I'm gonna give you a knuckle sandwich."
Yes.
You've heard that saying, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Well, everything we have is due to the logo, the fist.
Okay,
So it's
okay.
either, like our weight box we designed that goes on the nose of the cars. It's called a throat punch.
Okay.
So-
Okay.
It's just all something due to a punch or just something crazy. So we just called it the knuckle sandwich.
All right.
That's cool.
I didn't ask you what when you told me the name of it. That's the first thing I forgot to ask you was what was the deal behind the name. But now we know.
It was just something that me and some of my guys talked about. Was like, let's call it the knuckle sandwich.
Yeah, that's
So
cool. Okay.
That's what we did.
I know that's going to
But,
be the first thing out of people's mouths. Going to be the knuckle. Why the name? right? And
Yeah.
so listen, we got a lot of guys watching. Let me get everybody up to speed of what we're doing, Keith, and I'm going to turn you loose. So this week is Chassis Week. Today I've got Keith West from BMF. Tomorrow I've got Kenneth Lupi from DRC, Drag Race Concepts. Wednesday I'm going to have Mr. Greg Bridgewater, my buddy, man. Love Greg. He'll be talking about the Iceman. Thursday, I believe, we're going to have Mark Vine. We'll be talking about the Team GFRP. And Friday, I've got Todd Saltero in the studio, man. He'll be talking about five-star hobbies. So that's what we're doing this week, but let's just concentrate on what we got going on. It's Mr. Keith West. So, Keith, I'm going to put the pictures of your chassis, and you can just do your thing, okay?
So, just to even be considered to come on here and talk about a chassis, I mean, early last year, we'd have never thought we would be on here doing this, and because I'm a builder, I'm a dealer for several chassis, but the primary one I use is a 5.7 design car and an Aero, and I'm also a GFRP dealer for the Apollos. But I've raced the Aeros all last year, and most of my team members do, and we get along great with them. But there was just a few things that I wanted to change about them, and I started working with Jesse out at Morbo, and we were designing some parts that I would slip in on my Aero and test at races, and just changing a few things up. So one thing led to another, and the next thing you know, we come out with a chassis conversion for the 5.7 Aero, and that's what we've got. What you're seeing there in the pictures is a lot of about 5 months of thinking and how we wanted it to look and how we wanted it to perform. I'm not one for big crazy designs as far as eye-catching designs to just try to sell something, so I kept the chassis plain and simple, and but effective. And that's what we wanted to do with this car. We wanted it to be a race car and not just something that looks pretty.
Well, I mean, just by looking at it, Keith, I don't have one here in the studio. What a great job you and Jesse did, man. It looks really good.
Yeah, it's the problem that a lot of the Aero chassis have is they were so narrow. With everybody running these great big batteries, they wouldn't fit. So obviously we needed a wider platform up there to hold the big batteries like the Max Amps and the Rotoron big 4P battery. It was just too wide to fit in the Aero. So you had to turn them up on their side and figure out a way to strap them in. So we came up with a design that will incorporate any size battery you want to put in there. And then you can move it there in 3 different locations. But what we did is basically like this chassis kit we'll sell it as a package where a guy can upgrade his existing Aero. But this first run, we're actually going to build these cars into rollers. They're going to be sold as a roller that's all decked out. And that's just because I'm not a big operation. I'm out here in my garage in my truck and got a few buddies that help me, and so I can't have 100 chassis sitting here. It's just not me. So we just started with a handful, and we're going to put them together and build them exactly like we race them. And but they're going to be decked out from reef servos to RC Speed Secrets bearings, RC Speed Secrets turnbuckles. They're going to have all the brass upgrades. They're going to have all my geometry shock towers, my bumpers, my chassis. I mean, it'll have everything, but we're still working with 5.7 designs and utilizing their parts as basically, as you call it, a donor buggy on all the other ones that use B6s and low seats and stuff. But Jeremy Carter, he's involved with BMF. He's the 3D printing guru, and he's designed an ESC tray that's just awesome that fits this chassis. You've got some more pictures of that with the car that has electronics in it, but and people have seen it on my page too.
Nah, we'll grab them right now. Give me just a second. We'll grab them. The ESC tray, the green one, right?
Yeah, that's the one that's in my car.
I got it right here.
But these roller chassis, they're going to come standard with the fancy RC Speed Secrets wheel nuts and the RC Speed Secrets motor screws. It's going to have the big motor plate on it that will hold up to 108 tooth spur. There's just a lot of cool little upgrades it'll have a lot of cool little upgrades that the standard Aero does not. And that's why we came up with this, to race it how I wanted to race it. And kind of get the geometry the way I wanted it. And I'm real pleased with it so far. I got to run it last weekend and out here in front of the house. On my street's really nice concrete, and I was really pleased with how the car ran. So
I was going to ask you.
And
I was going to ask you if you've ran it yet. So obviously you have. How did it do when you ran it?
ran good. I had the same tune up in it that we've been racing and going in the 1.9s at like, I think the last pass that I went really good with this same tune up. I was in Oklahoma City and it went 193 at 79 miles an hour with that
nice
tune. And so that's the same tune I hit in it, but I turned my M17 down and it just went right down the street, and old dirty street out here. I didn't blow the street off or nothing, but it was going right down. And what impressed me is how stable the car was, you know, after it made the pass. It wasn't trying to do nothing crazy or dart all over. It was just right. But the car, the way we designed the chassis and the shocks are more the way I wanted them, straight up and down. The car scaled amazing. It allowed me to take a bunch of the preload out of the shocks and really freed the chassis up, and I like it that way.
Let me see if I get another picture of his chassis here. Check this out. So that's looking from behind. So wheelie bar, what are you using for wheelie bar?
It'll still utilize the Aero wheelie bar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it looks really nice, dude. You guys did a really good job. How thick is it?
Okay, so the chassis plate is 3 millimeters, and then the side stiffeners that will come standard with it are 4 millimeters. We are in the process of building 3 millimeter stiffeners that can be purchased extra if a guy wanted to change them and take some of the rigidity out of the chassis. Right now, I think the 4 millimeter is going to work the best. So that's what's going to come with the car. But we'll offer a 3 millimeter side piece on the website eventually. Okay. I have them being made. So that's coming.
Hey, so
I got parts in boxes in here, Billy. I got parts out the wall.
Hey, listen, I've been to BMF headquarters, man. I've seen your I've seen your garage, man. You got me stuck on those damn Milwaukee tools now. Thank you. Did you see the new Milwaukee, the big tote that they have now? That thing's awesome. Hey, listen, we have a question for you though. Go ahead. Anybody have any questions? Now's the time. So if you guys have any questions for Mr. West over here at BMF Custom RC, today's the day. Okay, we're talking about his new chassis. It's called the Knuckle Sandwich. And let me answer somebody over on YouTube really quick. Vistalia RC Drag Racing, Tyler Zavadil. Yes, he did announce the King of Streets. I believe you can find it. It should be everywhere. I mean, I've seen him post up everywhere. So Visalia RC Drag Racing over on YouTube. Yes, he has posted up his Las Vegas King of Streets, man. I'm sure you can find it. I don't know what. Do you know what? Does he have a King of Streets page on Facebook?
I believe that he does.
Yeah, I'm sure he does too.
I
yeah,
believe that he does.
RC Drag Talk. That's
RC
where you
Drag
find
Talk.
it.
There you
hey,
go.
Visalia RC Drag Racing, RC Drag Talk. Okay, Keith, I got a question for you. This comes in from Ryan Woodard, and it says, "So, question for Keith. So there is several different chassis coming out for the Aero base car. Is Dustin coming out with a kit that doesn't have a chassis included? So basically like a donor front and rear suspension, question mark?"
No, sir. Not that I know of, but you can go on 5.7 and you can buy all those parts individually. Yeah, they are available, but he doesn't offer a kit per se. Dustin's new chassis is awesome too. It looks a lot like an Apollo. I seen he's got some of those cut and supposedly going to be up on the site today or tomorrow. Dustin's chassis will be awesome too. But what he's done is he's easing into a 2022 Aero design that he's going to come out with later in the year. But his chassis plate, what you can do with his is if you have an Aero, it's kind of like you can just buy his chassis plate and update your car to that chassis plate. Everything will just bolt right over. But he's also going to offer a builder's kit where you can buy, just like buying the Aero that you've been able to get, but it's going to offer the new chassis plate in there instead.
And all those are for sale over on his website.
Yeah, that'll be on 5-7 Designs.
Was that your son? Was that your son?
And then my chassis is available on my website, bmfcustomrc.com.
BMF Custom RC.
So,
Wait, whoa! You got a website now?
yes, sir.
What? Wait, what? Holy cow! That's awesome. BMFcustomrc.com. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You know what? I didn't know that, Keith.
It's kind of a work in progress. We're getting a few things on there. You know, since Jesse and I at Morbo work together, we have some items on there from Jesse, and then we have my wings on there, and now the chassis, and we're going to have all the 3D printed stuff on there soon, not like the tire prep holders that we can make and the tool holders and all that stuff will be on there soon.
My wife just put it up for you. BMFcustomrc.com. Awesome. Hey, I got a question coming in for you. If you guys have any questions, man, now's the time to ask Mr. West. Now is the time. So let's see. This comes from Gary Campbell. What's up, Gary? Keith, are you going to do chassis conversion for the Associated or Losi at some point?
Man, I probably not right now. There's some more stuff coming from as I said, Jesse's got some cool stuff in the works. So I know my chassis is built for a bulkhead that Jesse is building for the front suspension. We went ahead and made my chassis to where you can accept that and use it. It's a 0-degree bulkhead where the arrow's like a 15-degree.
Okay.
But Jesse's design will actually bolt onto these chassis. So that will be an option coming as soon as I don't want to let the cat out of the bag too much on Jesse's deal. That's Jesse's excitement.
Yeah.
He's got some cool stuff coming as well. And,
what we'll do is sorry, man. I was gonna say what we'll do is when Jesse's ready, we'll bring him on the show and have him talk about his stuff. I love Jesse. He's good.
You bet.
Yep.
Yeah, Jesse's a good guy, and he and I talk daily, and we between my light bulb ideas I come up with and Jesse's brain, we come up with some pretty cool stuff, you know. But I probably won't do a Losi or an Associated right now just because I have so many parts and I'm so dedicated to the 5.7 design stuff that I'll probably just stick with it for now.
I'm trying to do something here for you, my friend. We are going to bring this in so we can hang on one second. I'm going to bring up your website right in 2 minutes here, Keith. Okay, right there. I got you. Here's his new website, guys. Check it out. Sweet, dude. Looking good. Here, hold on. There you go. There you go. There's your website.
Cool.
Yeah, look at that, dude. BMF Custom RC. Look, he's got those wings, accessories, carbon fiber plates. So those of you that are watching and listening, you can go right over to Keith West's website. It's bmfcustomrc.com and check everything out over there. We have a question coming in from James Pinson, and it is price on the roller. What's your price on the roller?
Okay, so I don't like to scare everybody off because this is not a mass-produced thing.
Hang on,
but what I'll try to do is everybody needs to understand that this thing has ceramic bearings. It has $200 worth of brass on this thing. That's the way I'm building it with all the brass. It's got a Reefs 299 servo in it. It's got the best of the best everything. And then I'm building it right. So when you get it, it's ready for you to pop your motor and ESC in and go race, you know, and mount your body and it's ready to go.
Yeah.
So it's going to have everything on the chassis that's, I mean, you just can't get no better stuff on it. And, but my chassis, the way it is right here, I can get them cheaper. But if we start cheaping them up, you know, you're going to lose the fancy turnbuckles. You're going to lose the brass. You're going to start losing stuff to get them cheaper. But they're $1,650.
600 what?
1,650.
1,650. I thought you said 650.
Yes.
Sorry. $1,650. But that is everything ready to go, right?
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, you got $130 servo. You got $200 worth of brass. You got $250 worth of RC Speed Secrets. So once you start adding all that stuff up, man, I mean, you just get there.
That's not me, by the way.
That's not.
So somebody just commented and under my name. That's not me.
There's
That's,
another Billy Shaw in the
he's out of
RC world.
Oklahoma.
Yeah. There's another Billy Shaw. And
He said, "Don't apologize for the price. Quality is worth it." That was not
Yeah.
me that said that.
Well,
that was another Billy Shaw
because
out
he
of
said something else earlier
out of
too, and I'm like,
Oklahoma.
Huh,
Yeah.
that's not my Billy.
No, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. So what?
I just know I know it's a lot of money to spend on one, but I guarantee you about 90% of the guys that have a competitive RC drag car out there in Outlaw, they've got that much in their roller.
Oh yeah.
And
I mean, of course.
I mean, I've built a bunch of them. I know, and but I've got, like I said, we can get them cheaper, but I've got to have a little bit of labor for building it and building it right, and so that's what they are. And plus, I don't mass produce them. I mean, this first run, we're looking at 20 chassis coming in, and I'm going to build 15 of them into rollers. So I'm going to have 15 sure enough badass rollers sitting here ready to go. We've already got 11 people on the list that want one. So
Nice.
Well, here's another question for you then, because Andrew Bahrain says, I see you doing a show on all the chassis out there this year, but what makes one chassis better than another?
That's a loaded question.
Isn't that just a preference thing?
it is. It's
Man, that's a loaded question, right, Keith?
there's so many good chassis out there.
Oh, there's a ton.
You can't pick. It's just you got to kind of pick what base you want to go with, whether you want to go with an Associated or a Losi or a 5.7 Designs or an Apollo or a Breakout. I mean, you're still going to have a base to go off of as far as what transmission and parts that you're going to stock for extras that you have in your toolboxes. And, so there's so many good ones out there. It's just whatever you pick that you like and you get along with. I mean, I went through a lot of different cars that were great cars. I've ran undercovers, I've run ERCs, I've run all kinds of chassis, and they're all great cars, but you finally hit one that you click with.
Yep.
And you just stick with it. And that's me. I didn't want to change from an Aero just because the battery wouldn't fit. So that's why I designed another chassis plate, because I love the Aero cars.
Cool.
I love dealing with 5.7. Their parts and service is just second to none.
Yes.
And, so it's just I'm diehard 5.7, right now, and I'm going to stick there. So
Hey, the guy that said, what was his name? Andrew Burrian. Hey, Andrew, thanks for the question. But like Keith said, man, there's so many chassis out there. But look what Wade Servin did. Wade Servin put a dart.
He put up a bullseye and
He
threw
put
a
up
dart.
a bullseye and threw a dart. Sean South's right at a certain point. Tech support and customer service is what that does make when it comes to buying something. If you have the support behind you, if something goes wrong, or it's good to have good tech support or customer service for sure. You agree?
right.
Why are you looking at me?
Because you work for Southwest Airlines.
I do agree with that. I think that makes a great company is when you have great customer service.
Great customer service. Thank you.
I do believe
See?
that.
Look, went right into that. Boom.
You did go right into that,
Yep.
Bill.
So I seen Sean had another question. Who did my website? Sean,
Oh, yeah,
me and
I did
Jesse
see that,
Did
yeah.
that. Jesse and I, we did that. There's an app that you can go through called Shopify,
Yeah. Well,
and it
F
furnishes
Shopify.
you a website that you can customize and everything.
I have Shopify, and you can. I'm getting out of Shopify. Good luck with that one.
You are?
Yeah, but you got to understand something. I have over 2,500 parts. I just Shopify.
Yeah, I mean,
It's like with you. It's super easy. Shopify is easy to navigate. It's user friendly, especially if you want to change your website. But when you have so many parts, Keith, it just gets a little. I'm gonna try a different one. I think next week. I met a new website guy, and we're gonna try something different. If that doesn't work, we'll go back to Shopify. But hey, it looks good
Well,
though, man.
I
Your
don't-
website looks good.
I don't want that many parts.
Right?
That's what you guys.
Yeah, that's when you
That's
get
what-
lost in your own inventory.
You right?
That's what you guys are for.
No.
I don't want to be that big at all. I've got a handful of stuff that I do, and I actually took a new job today that I'll be starting next week. So
Congratulations.
Nice, man. I listen. I applied for a job.
Billy's getting a new job too.
Well, hold on though.
I
Wait,
heard
wait,
that
wait.
earlier.
Wait, what are you doing?
Well, I've got a friend that owns a big trucking company in Tulsa,
Okay.
and
Nice.
he does a lot of oil field trucking. And I was in the truck body shop business, before I went full time BMF, and so I he knew me from that, and from the real pro drag racing stuff. He's a drag racer,
Sweet.
real cars, and wanted me. He's opening up a terminal here with some trucks hauling frac sand here,
Sweet.
and then he has one in San Antonio. So I'm going to be over both of those locations. So I'm going to be in San Antonio, Texas, every other week.
Yeah.
Oh, you need to
I'm
make
gonna-
sure you fly Southwest.
Are you flying down or driving?
Well, I'm going to drive. I'll be
Oh.
driving down there. It's
Yeah,
only
yeah,
6 hours, so I'll be
Yeah.
driving. But
That
but
ain't so
I'll
bad.
I'll probably be having to take RC stuff with me, and I'll have an apartment down there, so I'll be taking RC stuff with me. Probably building rollers at night down there.
Go hang out with Mr. Greg Chapa.
Well, congratulations.
Hey, let's go back to kind of what we said. I want to go back to something, though. I want to talk about Andrew Burrian for just a second. Andrew, there's a gentleman that just said something here. His name is Super Aaron, and fast guy, great guy. And he says it's very true. Pick the chassis that you're comfortable with because customer service is everything for sure. So, yeah, for sure, man.
Especially if you have somebody who, like Keith, builds a chassis and somebody's like, hey, why isn't my chassis running not the way you're supposed to run it, because every driver's different.
Yep.
But if you're able to give, a little bit of insight on this and a little bit of insight on that, that's going to make the difference of your relationship with your
right.
customers.
Yep, agreed. Yep.
It really
It
is.
is. And what's cool about the way we operate is I have a lot of customers that go to the same races that I do. And that's one of the reasons I built my big truck. Not only because it was easier for me to race out of, but I stock so many parts on there that I got made fun of at a race in Dallas a couple months ago because I was having some differential problems with my cars, and I went out first round in both classes. My car just wouldn't stay on the track because I had a diff locking up.
Okay.
So I got made fun of that a guy outran me, and he was making fun of me, and his comments were, "Oh, he pulls up in a semi truck, and my uncle beats him first round," and so
I did see that.
It's not a semi truck. First off, it's a GMC Top Kick cool truck, and
Oh man!
But you're
I
genius
helped
for
so
having
many
it,
guys. I mean, I helped so many guys at that race that needed parts.
Right.
I had to restock.
Dude.
I had to restock parts because there was guys coming to my truck that was breaking stuff and said, "Hey man, do you have one of these?" I'm like, "Yep, I sure do." So I get them apart, and they can't look past the end of their own nose. That's their problem.
That is the problem.
And they don't realize that I'm there to support people too with the
100%.
parts that I have.
100,
And,
100%. You know what? When I met Keith, it's been a little over, well, not quite a year yet. When I met you over in Oklahoma, and listen, turned out to be a really good friend. He will help you through anything that you are looking to need help with. Great guy. He's always got his. He'll answer any question, guys. Anything that
and
you
if
have
he
out
doesn't
there.
know it, he'll find it.
One thing with Keith, if he doesn't know it, you're right, Wendy. He will find it. So I know who the guy is that put that comment up. I
And
saw
Keith's
that.
right. He
Seen that?
can't see past his nose.
It's okay,
I
dude.
mean,
You know what, Keith? Hey, Keith, dude, you're doing an amazing job, bro. Your program works 100%. I've watched what you've done. I've watched what you do, and it works, dude. So don't change it.
and it may
Only
not
make
work
it
for
better.
everybody either.
Correct. It doesn't work for everybody, but it is.
I got a great group of guys that they started out as customers, and they become, once you're one of my customers, you become Team BMF. You know what I mean? And I can only haul so many tents for all these guys. I bring tents for them, and I bring tables, and next thing you know, we got a whole damn caravan of tents and pit tables around my truck. And that's the way you go fast, though, because all these guys, we all bump our info off of each other, and we know where we need to be. And this last year, as a group, I mean, I got TJ Black. He runs a breakout car.
Love
so
TJ.
It's not the same, but we run the same ESCs. We run the same. There's some of the things we do, and I help. He runs my wings, but you got TJ, you got Jeremy, you got Chris Buchanan, you got Jason Schwartner, you got
Don't forget about
Scott
Rodney.
Wilson. You got Rodney.
Rodney's my
he's
boy.
a part-timer, but we get Rodney part-time.
I love Rodney.
We all bounce everything off of each other.
Yeah.
And man, we was all consistently super fast last year everywhere we went.
Yep,
And,
for sure.
Won a few races along the way. You know, Jeremy won that Dallas race I was just telling you about.
Yeah.
I had bad luck at. Jeremy won it. So
You know,
but
that's one thing, Keith, with the group of guys that you have. I actually know all the guys that are on your team. Awesome guys.
Class act.
Yep, awesome. I love every one of them, man. But you're right though. When you start surrounding, all this good vibes around you, dude, this is how you're going to get faster. 100%. I agree with you, dude. Super Aaron says that's customer service you're doing, and that's how you get customers. Agreed, Mr. Aaron. Glover Nelly Gary. Hey, man, haven't seen you in a while from the 575. Excuse me, from the 575. What's up, Glover? Wade Servant says that's when you know you're doing things right, sir. It wouldn't be without the haters. Ain't that the damn truth? Haters are your cheerleaders. God almighty, right?
Haters are your
Hey, there's
cheerleaders.
Billy Shaw again. What is the? Oh wait. This is a legit question. It's not me. Hey, here we go, Keith. This is from Billy Shaw. He's out of Oklahoma. His name. He says, "Hey, what is the average weight for one of these cars? Question mark. And are they race ready?"
these cars, we can make them race ready. If you want electronics, we can do that. We can have them all the way up to race ready if you want. But the rollers for right now are sold as a rolling type chassis that's ready for your motor, your ESC, your body. But other than that, it's ready to rock with steering servo and everything in it. That picture that's up there right now, Billy, the chassis changed after those photos. We actually cut a groove right down the center of that chassis for the servo wire to lay flat down in there.
Oh, okay.
So that servo wire will be flat.
Gotcha.
We get away with those inline holes there, but there's actually a 4 millimeter wide groove machined down in that chassis that goes back to that ESC tray that we're building. And so that'll be even cooler, because your ESC wires won't be messy or run down the side. But the ones that are on the way, we made that correction after we took these photos.
Looks really nice, man. This chassis that you and Jesse have done. I mean, I can't wait to see it in action, man. Jeremy said, Jeremy Carter just said, he said.
Oh, you was asking the weight, the weight.
Yeah.
Jeremy already answered it, but go ahead and answer that though.
Yeah, the chassis plate itself compared to compared to this this Aero chassis I have right here with the side rails. This is a 4 millimeter with a 2.5 sides on it, and my chassis plate was 20 grams heavier than the factory Aero one. So just the base plate was 20 grams heavier. My Aeros are super heavy anyways. I actually run a lot of added weight on the car. Like on the nose of my car, I've got probably a good close to 7 ounces on the bumper. So that puts it up there pretty heavy. But my car right here with I run that big battery in it. All that weight, it was weighing 2,500 grams. So it's pretty heavy. Are you still there, Billy?
Yeah, bro. I'm just I was trying to catch you when you put your chassis up. I was trying to catch you.
I got you.
You were holding your chassis because I was switching cameras for you because you switched over to that chassis. I was trying to get a good glimpse of that. Why don't you hold that up really quick for everybody? You have it sitting there, right? Here, let me. Here, there you go. Look at that! Wow, look at that.
This is the new one.
Looks nice. Looks really nice, bro. You did a really good job. You and Jesse have knocked it out of the park.
But if you can see the geometry of the shocks on the front.
Yeah, right.
I stood them more straight up instead of the shocks being angled. I mean, to me, I came from the pro drag racing world. I want my shock standing almost straight up if possible. A shock leaning in is more for lateral movement. So hopefully we don't have a whole lot of that. We want it to go straight down the track instead of worrying about turning side to side,
Yeah, man. Wow, that looks really nice, Keith.
There's the big motor. There's the big motor plate that holds the big spur. That's a 108 spur right there.
Nice. Nice.
But it has all the brass. Um, there's the Knuckle Sandwich weight box, Billy.
Yeah, bro, that looks real. Man, I haven't seen this thing, just read some pictures, but you guys did a really good job, man. Congratulations, dude. I mean, wow. Looks really
I'm super
nice.
proud
Keith.
of it. Like I said, it's not a real snazzy looking chassis as far as like lots of angles and shapes and stuff, but it's effective. You know, what we built is a damn race car.
Yeah,
So
I'm watching this on a TV right now in front of me, and man, it does no justice looking at it on a phone or an iPad. It looks really good.
Yeah,
man.
it's you can see the bottom of the chassis. We made it a lot wider back to the back point too, to where the chassis will be good and stout and stable. I just noticed how stable the car was when I was racing it, and I also moved my bumper bolts onto the bottom of this chassis too, so you're not boogering up the chassis plate. Like,
hang on.
chassis,
Hold on. I'm gonna switch you over again so everybody can see it. Okay, go ahead.
okay, so my bumper bolts on from the bottom side. You can see there. The factory arrow bolted onto the top. So what happened is you get a lot of that. You know, your chassis plate takes the brunt of the dragging when you're hitting big bumps and concrete and stuff. So I eliminated that by moving the bumper onto the bottom of the chassis.
Nice. Gary Campbell says inside the I don't know what inside the something box is sweet. Show it off. I think he misspelled it. What did he say? What's he asking?
He wants me to show you the weights inside the weight box. Let me take the lid off here.
Well, he couldn't spell. Okay, so there you go, Mr. Campbell. Yeah, look at this.
So you take the lid off, and
look at that.
All the tungsten weight in there.
Wow. Okay. Nice, dude.
So if I need more weight, less weight, I just take the lid off and take it out. Put the
Very
lid back
nice,
on.
bro.
And we're
nice.
We've got a bunch. These in a bunch of different colors. Jeremy designed that box for me. I called him one night and I said, "Man, we need a weight box for the bumper." And he said, "Bam!" He designed them. And
he sure did.
Like I said, that's the BMF throat punch weight box.
You guys and your names. That's awesome, dude. It looks great, Keith. Wow, I didn't even know that. I mean, I haven't been on any type of social media lately, bro. That looks really nice, bro. You know what? I can't wait to get my hands on one myself. Yeah, that's okay, Gary. I got you.
I try to dodge social media as much as possible now, but unfortunately, it's a necessary evil.
Yes, it is.
That's how I conduct about 95% of my businesses through my Facebook page.
Sure.
And unfortunately, we have idiots in this world that like to make fun of people that are doing good things. And I'm sure we'll have some good old memes this week made up of us over this live. And you got two of us together, so that'll be really good for them.
Brother, you know what? Hey, who gives a? I can't cuss, but you know what, bro? I've actually moved on from a lot of things lately. I'm doing me. I'm doing me, man. I got too much shit going on to worry about that. We're getting ready to. You don't even know this, but we're shooting off to South Texas to maybe. We're looking at a facility down in South Texas, and I'm looking at a facility over in Florida right now. So,
for
dude,
your golf cart business?
Yeah, man. It's crazy right now, bro. It's we just launched a new golf cart custom shop, which will be probably about 30 days. So
cool.
It's a lot of work, man. But just do you, man.
Yeah, I quit worrying about that crap as much, because if you look at the followers on your page or my page, I mean, I'm over 2,000 something followers, you know,
Yep.
And I try to treat everybody like a friend that
with respect,
that asks me a question or calls me up or something. I mean, I try to treat everybody nice and try to help everybody. I'm not out there to hold secrets and I mean, I'm selling you a race car now that's built exactly like the one I'm going to set down on the track. So I want everybody to be fast, you know, and that's what makes it fun.
Yes, sir.
so you can't worry about all those guys. I
Nope.
mean, they're a drop in the bucket, and apparently
Yep.
they have a terrible, sad life to make fun of guys that are trying to do good in the sport.
Yes, sir. I got it. Gary Campbell says, same here, man. Most of my business is done here, and some don't like it. Don't stress it, Keith. Nope. I agree, bro. Keith and I are wing competitors, but we will never be against one another. That's kind of cool. Okay, hold on. Easier to work together in the social media world. That's yeah, agreed, dude.
Hey, I send guys to Gary Campbell and Kevin Caldwell all the time. They make their wings out of Lexan and wrap them with carbon fiber wrap and stuff, but there's some bodies out there I can't make wings for with carbon. I can't bend the carbon like you can Lexan. So
right.
When I build a wing, it takes me a lot of trial and error to build a wing for these bodies. And there's so many different ones. I can't make them for every one because the carbon's so expensive and it's just so hard to fit the carbon on the back of a round backed car and make it look right. So I relay people to Gary and Caldwell and Greg Bridgewater all the time. All those guys are excellent at making those wings out of the Lexan. And so I send it to them, and I got no problems with that. And I try not to get wrapped up. They have some heated wing battles on Facebook all the time. I mean, there's all kinds of, they have a hell of a following, for their wings. And it's so funny because somebody will say, hey, where can I get a Corvette wing? Or where can I get a wing for a Pinto or whatever? And the next thing you know, you got this giant battle going online on who makes the best wing. And so I try not to get involved in the wing because mine's a total different animal than what those guys are making.
True. Hey, a question for you. This comes from Jack Stevens over on YouTube. He says, if I can see that far, he says, is the weight box compatible with other chassis like the Bullet with the McAllister bumper?
Yes, sir. It should fit.
There you go. Cool.
This weight box is 6 inches wide. So as long as your bumper's 6 inches, it should fit.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I mean, is Jeremy and you, are you guys going to kind of mass produce these weight boxes? That's actually pretty cool, man. That's a great idea what you guys have done.
Well, let me tell you, Billy, Jeremy has 4 big 3D printers, and they never turn off.
Yeah, I know.
So
I got 2.
He's printing 24/7, 7 days a week, and he prints other stuff. He makes all kinds of cool stuff, but he's not printing for BMF 24 hours a day. But he does make a lot of stuff for us. But yeah, we would like to get to that point where we sell a lot of these items on the website, and we're working towards that. Jeremy has a full-time job, and I have a full-time job other than the RC stuff. So we have to be careful. We don't want to overload ourselves to where we can't keep up.
Yeah. So where was I? I was going to tell you something, my friend. Yeah. Hey, so Jack, measure your 6 inches across your bumper. If you have that much room on the bumper, then it will work. I'm with you, bro. I've got 2 3D printers. I'm getting ready to invest in 2 more 3Ds and a what's the other? Oh my God, I can't think of the name of it. The router. I'm getting ready to put a router in back here.
Oh, a CNC router?
Yeah. So in this warehouse, we've got 3D printers in the back, and dude, they run 24/7 too. And I need more though. I'm pumping out so many of these lithium battery packs that I can't keep up with my supply and demand. So I bought 2 more, and then I bought a CNC router, man.
What are you making the battery packs for?
So when we install batteries, we do a custom battery, we do 2 of them. So whenever we put a lithium pack in a golf cart, we have a meter that goes up on the dash. It tells you the fuel gauge. So we make a custom one of those, has the batteryguy.com with our phone number. And then we have another custom plate that goes down by their knee where they plug in their charger. And then that has my website stuff on it. Yeah, it's just I just can't keep them in stock, dude. My machines are just running all the time. What's up, Tony Arello? No. Gary Campbell says I want a weight box.
They're going to be on the website soon.
Sweet.
So
Awesome. Well, listen, man.
And Gary, just remember, Jeremy is on my BMF Facebook page as well. And if you guys have any questions to do with any of the 3D printing stuff, just please, when you send BMF a message on there, just put, "Hey, Jeremy, I'm asking about some 3D printed stuff," and Jeremy can answer the 3D print stuff a little easier than me.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah, he's an admin on my BMF Facebook page now, so that way he can check messages and answer questions on the 3D stuff. So.
Awesome. Okay, so what's in store for BMF? I mean, in the next coming 3, 4, 5 months, what do you got coming? Anything good?
Okay, so we're not going to the Florida race. It's just I think a couple of my guys are, but I physically can't take loose and drive. There's a fly in here. I can't drive 26 hours down there.
Yeah.
It's a single entry race, single elimination. So what if I go down there and go out first round, man? I've wasted 52 hours of driving.
Yeah, that's a long ways, dude.
It's not feasible for me to go to that one. So our first race that Jeremy and I are going to will be the one in Houston the end of February.
Good egg choppa.
Yep, we're going to go down there and race that one. And then our series is coming on now. We actually locked in the racetrack in Colorado for the weekend of the 4th of July.
I saw that.
So there's going to be a Houston area race, probably in March sometime.
Okay.
And then we're going to have Chattanooga, Tennessee. And then we'll have hopefully the JEGS facility in Ohio. That's going to happen.
That'd be cool.
And then we'll have the Colorado race. So there's going to be 4 qualifiers, and then we're going to have a championship race here in Oklahoma.
So are you set with 5 races total?
There's going to be 4 points races and a championship race
in Oklahoma, though.
But the Oklahoma race will be the championship race.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The other ones are scattered across the country.
So Colorado, Houston, Chattanooga, Tennessee,
and Ohio,
and Delaware, Ohio.
Oh, I didn't hear you say Ohio. I'm sorry. Got it.
Yeah, that one's going to be at the JEGS facility, hopefully. So
that'd be cool, man. That'd be wicked. Michael Mercadale is joining us. What's up, Mike? How are you today?
There's Michael.
RCDRL.
Michael is actually going to be my race guy. He's going to be the race director.
No kidding. Okay.
So, yeah. Michael,
nice.
We're working good with Michael, and I'm hoping everything works out to where he can go and he can come and set up his normal race, but is doing it for us, and I'll be able to race that way. So.
Yeah, he puts on a hell of a race, dude. I've watched some of his lives, and when he has his races, he does a really good job. Michael Mercadale does, man. RCDRL, man.
He does. He's an NHRA type guy too, like me. So he likes stuff to be a professional. And when you come to the race, you want it to be a professional atmosphere. You're coming to a nice big race. You want it to be professional. And Michael does a great job.
Let me ask you a question. The race that you're going to be doing down in Texas, is that at his new facility? Doesn't he have a place? Michael, don't you have a place down in? Dang it, I don't know where it's at.
He has a place in Canton.
Canton, right? Got it.
Yeah, what we're going to do, Canton's kind of in northeast Texas, and to help those guys out, we got a lot of racers down in Houston, man, a lot.
Right?
I mean, that South Texas is pretty hot with drag racers, and we have to go in order to get a race in March. We're going to have to go south. So I think if we go down around that Houston area, the weather's going to be nice enough we can hold a race down there.
Yeah, man, that's going to be cool, man. I think you're onto something, man. With your points for race, your series, I think you got it dialed in. And believe me, brother, I mean, you and I talk a lot, and I know it takes a lot to do what you're doing, man. But
I don't know if you watched the live last night. You know, I have my deal every Sunday night.
Yeah. I did not last night, man. I was with my family.
I tried to explain to people, you know, these guys that put on these big races like Greg Bridgewater and the Vegas race and Sean South and Foster, you know, they put on some big races, and you know how much work it is to put on one. I told these guys, I said, you got to bear with us. We're trying to put on 5. I said, so I know you got questions, and when is this going to be? What's this going to be? We're trying to put 5 together to make it happen this year. That's tough.
Yeah, that's a lot, buddy.
So
You've got your work cut out for you, and if there's anything I can help you with, I'm always there, man.
well, and we're going to have the outlaw class just like everybody else does, but we're also going to have an RTR class.
That'd be cool.
So it's a box stock class for your low C, for your Traxxas truck, for your DR10.
Cool. Okay.
But it's a 280 index class. So that'll make everything equal across the board because you can't run faster than a 280, So that should make some good racing for
that'll be
beginners.
Fun. Nice.
And then we have what's called the super stock class. And I've got a guy named Rotor Ron that is going to help sponsor the motors for this class. So it's going to be you pay $80 at the first of the year for this class, but you have to hand your motor to me at the end of the race, and you get it at the next race again. So
nice.
You can't take your motor with you. You don't know what size it is, but it's going to be, like the 13.5 class was this year. It's the same rules. It's like a no wheelie bar, full body bar, blah, blah, blah. But you're getting a motor from us that you have no idea what size it is, and you're not going to be able to take it home with you. So all those guys that are, so all those guys that are all up in arms about the new NPRC rules and the 17.5 motor and the 13.5 motor, hey, for $80 you can come and race with us. And the cool thing about it, is all of the money that goes towards those motors is going in a championship fund for that class.
Nice. That's good.
So let me ask you a question. So at the beginning of the year, you pay $80. You get the same motor every time you race, and that $80 covers 5 races
for the motor.
Yeah, well,
you still have to pay the entry fee.
Correct.
Gotcha. Okay, well
Yes.
that's
and then at the end of the season, you get your motor.
That's cool.
So
you get it. You're going to give it back to them.
Yes,
that's cool.
Yes, at the end of the season, at the championship race, if they come, you'll get your motor. So
sweet.
Cool.
I think that's just going to be a really cool class. It'll be fun.
Yeah, that'll be fun, man.
And the other cool thing about it is when you get there and you get your motor and you get it soldered in, you get one practice run in the left lane, one practice run in the right lane, and it goes straight to racing.
No kidding.
So
okay, sweet.
There's not much testing. You get one test run in each lane with it, and there you go, boys. Go to the starting line. So,
hey, I know that
cool.
Michael Mercadell is watching. So good luck with that, Mr. Mercadell. I'm just kidding, man. I've never met Mike, but I've talked to him on the phone, man. Good dude. What else we got going on in here? Let's see. Anybody else cruising through here, man?
There's a question that said, Billy, are you going to try to live feed Keith's races?
Keith knows the answer to that.
I don't know, but are you?
I do.
What's that?
I do every now and then. I know the answer
man.
to it.
Keith always texts.
Going on.
Keith always texts me when I'm like slammed. He goes. Never mind. I don't get. I'm gonna open up a can of worms with Keith right now. Well, listen, man. So today, what was the very beginning of Chassis Week?
Did you answer the question?
Keith knows the question. That
Gary asked the question.
I'll
I think he wants to know the
question.
answer.
I got Keith's back. There. Boom.
Okay.
So here's the deal. So guys, it's Chassis Week this week. I got Keith West, my buddy out of Oklahoma, man. He's joining me. He's got the new Knuckle Sandwich. He just launched it about a week and a half ago. You can go to his website. It is bmfcustomrc.com. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
customrc.com. Go check out his website. All the pricing is up on his website for how much a chassis is. He's got some other parts up there from him and Morbo Racing. If you're just joining us, he does have some other stuff coming in the future. But check out, make sure you guys go over to his website. Check out what he has. So this is the very beginning of Chassis Week. Let me do this really quick, Keith. Tomorrow we're going to have I almost said my buddy. I've never met him yet. Kenneth Lupi from Drag Race Concepts he's going to be joining me. Greg Bridgewater on Wednesday from Sasson. And then we're going to have Mark Vine and Todd Soltero is going to round out the week. We're going to be talking about Team GFRP, 5-Star Hobbies. It's a very, very busy week with chassis. So far, dude, Keith on point like always. If you didn't get to see the beginning, he talked about his chassis in detail. So if you want to go back and watch it live, you're more than welcome, and you guys can see what's going on. Anything else, man? Anything from the BMF home camp?
No, I mean, just always remember if the website, it's kind of plain right now. There's a few items on there, but if any questions you have, the Facebook page is the best avenue to get us. And we may have stuff posted on there that we don't even have on the website, so always keep tabs on the Facebook page, which is the same, BMF Custom RC.
Oh, did we lose it?
We're excited about all of it. Like I said, this is a limited run. We only got 15 rollers that I'm going to build, and I've got 20 chassis coming, but I got to reserve a handful of those for my guys. So,
are you numbering them?
So there's going to be, yes, they're going to be numbered.
That's cool.
Nice. Yep. I'll take 15.
Number 15.
So
okay, I'll go ahead and get the parts ordered for yours.
Awesome, dude. Hey, like I said, if you're just joining me, this is all the pictures of Keith's new chassis. It's called the Knuckle Sammich, man, and you can find that over on bmfcustomrc.com. Go check it out, man. Say hi to Keith over on he's got BMF Custom over on Facebook, and don't you have another Facebook group?
It's all under the same, Billy. It's all BMF Custom RC.
Okay.
But it's on Instagram. I don't do a whole lot on there. I'll post something on there every now and then. But the main avenue is Facebook.
Okay, so. Got it. Well, don't you have the Jegs Point series too?
Yeah, there's a page on there that's BMF Jegs. I can't remember what we call it now. BMF Jegs
it's BMF
Championship Series. Let me look here. I'll tell you what it is.
Yeah, we got time. Find that, dude. Let's give
you
a
nice. It's the 2022 BMF Jegs RC Drag Racing Championships.
Got it.
So
perfect.
I've just got it that way because Jegs may not want their name. It's just some politics stuff. It may have to be the BMF 2022 Championship Series powered by Jegs or something like that. You know what I mean? It just has to be worded correctly.
Yeah. No, that's cool, dude.
That's all still be determined. So, but yes, I'm still very much in contact with those guys. They're just so busy right now. There's a lot going on at Jegs right now, and then the holidays just finished up, and they are hard to get a word in edgewise. But I live and breathe Jegs, man. That I was, I worked with them for years on their pro cars. So I hope they're going to continue being part of BMF this year. Again, we enjoyed promoting for them last year.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys' setups were always nice.
Yes.
Let me
nice answer
setups.
Gary Campbell. Gary, yes, I'm going to continue Chassis Week into next week. I've got listen. I know there's a lot of chassis out there, man. Believe me, I just started with these guys to begin with. I promise you, next week you're gonna see more chassis. I'm gonna continue because listen,
people want to see it.
It's a 2022. It's the beginning of the year. It's time. I mean, another 3-4 months. Somebody put up a picture of snow that races. I forgot what his name was. He's like, dude, we ain't doing nothing. He took, put up on Facebook. So when the weather thaws, at least you got chassis coming. A lot of stuff is coming out. A lot of new stuff you guys are going to see is be coming up pretty quick. And so that's why we're doing Chassis Week. And yes, Mr. Campbell, I will continue Chassis Week next week till I can satisfy everybody. Keith,
you might have to do Chassis Month.
Yeah, no, I know, man. I see that now. And listen, it was by no means that I mean to disrespect anybody on this chassis thing. I was just starting with things that I already have in the shop that I carry. So, but
I'm a nobody, and I didn't expect to be on Chassis Week. You know what I mean?
Jesus, here we go. Well, you know what? If it makes you feel any better, you're number one.
That's right. That's right. I appreciate it, man. I mean,
Oh, of course.
like I said when we started. I mean, a year ago, I never would have thought I would have been included with some of these guys that are,
Yeah.
I mean, Greg Bridgewater, Ken Loopy. I mean, these guys have been doing this stuff for a long time.
Long time.
And so I guess you could say I feel honored to be even invited to be a chassis builder, but I hope we keep coming out with some innovative things. We're always thinking and always coming out with some cool stuff. And
You are.
and so
Well-
that's what we aim to do. But like I said, we race what we build, and everything we have is by God for racing. So.
Well, there's one thing that I have to say before we wrap this up is congratulations. It looks really good.
Yeah.
I'm glad we met you. I consider you a very good friend of mine. Anything you need, let me know. I'll do anything I can to help you move those chassis, dude. I love everything that you do. Keep doing it. Just keep your head up, dude, and doing what you do best, dude, because what you're doing is
You're
working.
doing something right.
Absolutely, especially the people behind you and who is working with you, man. That means a lot, Keith. So just keep doing what you're doing, dude.
Don't forget us little people.
Yeah, don't forget us little people.
Yeah,
over here.
right. Yeah, yeah. You've seen BMF headquarters. It's a large establishment.
I got to be honest with you, man. I had a really good time at BMF headquarters.
It's just perfect for me. It's a 2-car garage.
That's
What
perfect.
is this? This is like 24 by 24.
Yep.
The BMF headquarters garage area, and I utilize about every inch of it. And
That's where dreams. That's where dreams start,
I've got
though.
the Dragon Wagon. The Dragon Wagon's backed up out front, so if I
Oh.
overload myself in here, I can go out in the Dragon Wagon and work in there too.
Wait, hold on. What is the guy? Okay, hold on. So if you're standing at Keith's house and you look straight across the street, kind of to the right, the guy in the 2-story, what does he have to say about the BMF truck?
Hey, listen to this. Not to
He's
keep
watching.
dragging
Wait,
this out,
he's watching right now.
I doubt it. So I live in a housing addition with a closed cul-de-sac and all, right? So there's a homeowners association, blah, blah, blah. Well, most of the people in my neighborhood are retired. So they all think I'm a redneck hillbilly anyways. I mean, none of them even come out of their house. They have people mow their grass. Here we got labs jumping and fetching across the road and in people's yards. And I got a big truck in amongst all these blue-haired people that are retired in the neighborhood that says BMF on it. And
not only does he have
Hey,
he's got this big truck. He's got this big Snap-on truck. And not only does he have a truck in front of his house, it says BMF all over it. That's awesome, man.
So in the and plus I drive a 1-ton flatbed on top
Right.
of that. So in the homeowner's rule book, it says no trucks bigger than a 3/4 ton. So hell, I got a 1-ton and a tool truck in front of my house. So the neighbors probably really love me.
I'm going to wrap this up, but he's not kidding. When I was visiting him, Luke Claxton and I stopped in for a couple nights. He's not kidding. The guy across the street, it was, I think, I don't remember what day it was, but it was the garage door goes up and this guy comes out on a 0-turn mower, right? He's got one of those 0 turns, right? You know what I'm talking about,
Yeah.
where they spin. And he didn't say hi. He didn't wave. He mowed his lawn, hit his garage door, and went right back in the garage.
Yeah.
Not everybody's as friendly as
us.
us.
Right.
We haven't had any complaints. I mean, they're pretty good. And
Yeah.
I'm actually about to move this job that I took. I have a big shop here at this local shop that I'm going to be over, this local terminal.
Nice.
And the shop, I'm going to move my RC operation inside that shop over there. So I'll be able to park the Dragon Wagon inside, and
Nice.
and everything will stay inside and empty my garage out. So
Sweet, dude. Well, listen, man, congratulations on the job. Congratulations on the chassis. It's called the Knuckle Sandwich. If you guys want to check it out, man, get your butts over to bmfcustomrc.com. And don't forget, we just got done doing a waffle over at Desert Hobbies auction. I have another Facebook group. We just did a waffle for an iCharger power supply combo. It was about a $510 deal. And who won? What was his name?
I don't remember. It was
We'll go back
number
and look.
19.
But listen, the next waffle is up. We're doing the limited edition M17s. You're going to be your choice, red or yellow. Go over to Desert Hobbies auction and have fun, dude. Because I'm enjoying my waffles. It's fun, man. I enjoy that. Mr. Keith West, I appreciate it, dude. I really do.
Well, thanks for having me,
Thanks
Billy.
for letting us debut it.
Anytime.
Yeah.
Debut what?
I appreciate
His
it. I appreciate
chassis.
it.
What do you mean debut it?
Didn't we debut it?
It's been all over it's everywhere. It's on YouTube. It's on across the.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we did a few little lives on it, but nothing much. I mean, I try to keep, like I said, I keep it low key because there's just a limited amount of these
Yeah.
Right.
built right now.
Well, so
I'm not one of those guys that sell stuff that I don't have. So
are you going to though? Is the goal here? Are you going to go in mass production, or are you just doing a limited run?
we're just gonna play it by ear, Billy, and see how it goes.
See how well
okay.
it takes off. Yeah.
Well, it sounds like it's
Yeah,
taken
I mean,
off for you already.
What I think
Yeah,
I'm
when you
gonna
have
do,
people
I'm
on the
gonna
list.
to start off, I'm gonna try to do 20 at a time.
Okay,
Because that's
gotcha.
about all I can afford. I can't afford to pay for many more parts on the inventory, man. I mean, I've got, like I said, I got boxes of bearings and carbon. And I just got boxes everywhere here. You've seen my build tables in my garage. I got the one on the other side is where I usually package my wings. I got it full of shipping boxes right now. That's full of parts for these cars. So,
Nice.
So I gotta be careful. I don't like to overload myself, and I don't want to do customers that way. So I would rather not sell what I don't have. You know what I mean? I'm just not that way. I like to have them.
What are you going to do as far as? I know you're taking this job. I mean, is it going to hinder your
He said he's going to take them down there and build them while he's in Texas.
I understand that, but sometimes jobs kind of take precedent. Are you going to be able to handle all these builds?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And that won't be a problem. And Jeremy Carter's he's gonna step in and help me some too. And so we should be fine. I mean,
Sweet.
I mean, I hope to have all of these rollers as soon as I get all the parts. I mean, I'm going to build them within a week and a half.
So did you just read what Gary Campbell just wrote?
Yeah. Leave the wings to us little guys, Mr. Big Time. All right,
yeah,
guys.
right.
Well, listen, man. Everybody, this was Keith West. This is a friend of mine. He has BMF Custom RC over on Facebook. He has bmfcustomrc.com. He now has his own chassis. It's called the Knuckle Sandwich. Go over and check it out. The prices are over there. And if you're looking to get one of these chassis, man, I know it. How many do you have on the list so far?
There's 11 guys. You know how that goes. You don't know if everyone is going to come through that wanted on the list. I know there's 3 that already have came through.
Okay.
So 3 out of the 15, but there's 11 people on the list. So if all 11 comes through, I only have four rollers available in this first batch. So.
Nice. Yeah, they will, especially after today. You'll see that people start gravitating, man. When they can start seeing it, touch it, feel it, and then they get to know you, you'll see that your chassis will move just fine, man. You'll do awesome.
That might make it worse. Once they know me, that might make it worse.
Hey, man, I didn't
Yeah,
say
but you know what
anything.
though? As long as you believe in what you're selling, then you know what?
Yeah.
You're going to be okay.
Plus, he's a good dude.
Yeah, I think it'll be fine. If they don't sell, we got a lot of good race cars to race.
We can always have a fire.
Absolutely.
No.
We can crash. I'll just crash them and throw them on the back shelf and get another one out.
Nice. All right.
So,
well,
well,
listen,
thank you,
guys.
guys.
No, you're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, dude. I appreciate it, man. 3 left. Billy gets one. Thank you, Mr. Campbell. Everybody, this is Keith West, part of BMF RC, Custom RC. And we got a couple more things to say. Keith, hey, dude, it's always nice to see you, man. I'm actually going to call you after this. I want to talk to you about something. Give me about 30 minutes, man. I'm going to finish up, wrap up, and I'll call you in just a little bit, okay, man? That's Keith West, everybody.
Okay, guys. Thank you.
Take care, Keith.
Thanks, brother. See you, man. It's not working. There it goes. Sweet. I love Keith. He's awesome.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, he's a good dude. All right, guys, listen. That's our very, very first ever chassis week. That was Keith West from BMF Custom RC, man. Great dude. Love the guy. If you guys are looking for a chassis, this is the week to do it. We've got, so let's talk about it one more time.
Explore all your options.
Explore all of your, I like that. Explore all your options, Wendy Lou. So today we had Keith from BMF Custom RC. Tomorrow we have Kenneth Lupai. He's from Drag Race Concepts. And then Wednesday, I've got Greg Bridgewater, man. Everybody knows Greg. He's got his new chassis, the Iceman. Then on Thursday is going to be Mark Vine. And Friday going to be Todd Soltero. That'll be Team GFRP. And 5 Star Hobbies is coming in. And don't forget, if you're looking to get an M17 limited edition, we have a waffle going on right now over at Desert Hobbies Auction. And I just want to say thanks to everybody hanging out with us today, man. It's been a good day. Glover, Nelly, Gary, see you later, dude. I enjoyed it. It was fun. This is actually fun, man. I can't wait tomorrow.
I think that when somebody like Keith West comes on and he believes in what he's running and you're passionate about it, it shows.
He's good.
And when you're, you know what you're talking about because
he's a good dude, man.
Yeah.
Yep. He also I was gonna say something. What was I gonna say?
How much you love me?
Yes.
And that's an inside joke, guys.
Wow. What was I going to say? I was going to say one more thing. One more thing before we go. Oh, I can't wait. I've never met Kenneth Lupai. I've never talked to him. Like, it's just through Facebook Messenger, so I can't wait to talk to him tomorrow. And then Greg,
you're bringing everybody in on camera, right?
Except for Mark Vine and Todd Soltero will be coming in the studio, so we'll have cameras up here for you guys. Todd's bringing in his. I'm sorry.
Oh, somebody said. I'm just glad to see y'all's faces again. Missed you guys.
Yeah, right on, Gary. Thank you. Happy New Year to everybody. Could you post the website for Keith's page? Yes, I can, my friend.
It is.
We love y'all, Wendy. We all love Wendy. Hey, man, 25 years.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. Hey, but listen. So Kenneth Loop. So Mark Vine and Todd Soltero will be bringing the chassis in with them. We'll have some cameras set over here so you guys can, we can all hang out and touchy-feely those things. And that's it, Wendy Lou. I'm done.
Wow.
That was nice and easy. Nice little hour. We did 30 minutes over on Desert Hobbies Auction. We did the, help me out here. We did the iCharger combo pack giveaway. Man, it was a nice, fun time. Those of you that were watching me over on the waffle time kind of thing.
Yeah.
I got a new machine coming, man.
Did you buy it?
I'm gonna be picking your balls. And that's not, that's the truth. I'm gonna be picking your balls. That's it. You okay?
God, that was, I didn't hear
We're
you
outta
say
here,
it the
guys.
first time around.
Mahalo. You guys know what I say, man. It's keep on trucking. And thanks to everybody that joined us today. We'll see you tomorrow.
We love the continued support.
At 4 o'clock tomorrow, Kenneth Lupai from Drag